All right, guys, so where we are is we're in this field here. Here's this hay field, and there's this peninsula that sticks out, I should say. And you can see there's all kinds of rocks and brambles and brush, and there's a big pond right there. And then there's this big fence line that comes down and comes into the pond area. And it's all thick grass and whatever where they've not done anything to it. So we had a dirt hole right here and just picked up this nice cat this morning. So this is the first check after the big flood. So really a first night catch, and decent cat, not super big, not super spotty, decent cat, looks like probably a female. But still it's a cat nonetheless. Caught a cat here in this actual area last year too, right over there. It was on a drag up against that tree, and this one is on a stake clearly. But good spot for the cats to run down through all this thick stuff next to this pond. You can see how thick it is over in here. You can see there's a big rock pile right there, another big rock pile right there. So they're in here searching for mice and rabbits and rats and all this kind of rigmarole. So yeah, it's a good spot. So we'll take care of this cat and we'll show you the remake. All right, here's the remake of this cat catch we just had. And what's good about this spot is you can see there's a cow trail right here that goes up to the pond, runs right past where our set is, right along this edge of all this grass and this brambles and rock piles and brush piles and everything. And here's our set. It's just a dirt hole basically with a bunch of grass backed up, and it had a grass backing. I did put this bone, you can see if you look inside there, there's a bone in there. I just stuck that bone in that grass pile when I made that set the other day, and maybe that's what helped catch this cat's eye and get him to go in there and look around, plus the dirt hole. You can tell that the dirt looks a little bit different than basically everything else, because everything else is a mud hole. I'm out here checking traps and trying to do this stuff really early in the day while stuff is still a little bit frozen, because by early afternoon when the sun's out and it's 40 degrees, this field turns into, this whole hay field here turns into just a muddy, soggy, greasy, absolute mess. And I'm trying not to tear up the farmers' fields, because then they won't let me come back in here if I put a bunch of ruts in it. Plus, it's not near as bad today as it was a couple days ago, but I got stuck out here a couple times. There's a couple of low spots that were just, the mud was 10 inches deep in those low spots, and it was just an absolute mess. So my point of all that is I can't get any dirt here to like lay across the top of it like I normally do to kind of try to blend it in, just because the dirt is all mud. So I'm just letting it ride, and honestly I don't know that has that much of an effect. I think some of that is just me liking to blend it in, keep it looking all, like it's all natural, but I don't know that it has that much of effect. We'll see. Didn't have any effect on this bobcat last night, although bobcats are not really scared of anything. We'll see how it does on the coyote catch, but I don't think it'll have that big of an effect. Okay, so here is not only a disappointing situation, but an interesting situation. And what I have here is I have a flat set right here, and I have a dirt hole set right over here. So let's break this down. I got a sprung trap over there that's out of the bed, and over here I have a non-sprung trap that is pushed out of the bed, but it's just laying here, right? So my first instinct is that if I look at this, right, this would look like a raccoon, honestly, because this is almost always what it looks like when a raccoon gets in here and starts digging around. And it very well could be. I don't find any tracks around here, except if you look right here, there's a big track. You look right here, there's a big track. What are those? Those are cow tracks, and there's cows in here. There's another cow track. The cows have stomped all over my set. The question is this just a cow, Or was the cow before the raccoon? Did the raccoon come after the cow? I don't have any idea. I don't know how I would know that without a game camera, but clearly something threw the trap out of the bed. That is, whenever I see this is almost always a raccoon. So I'm gonna guess a raccoon did that. Did it do it after the cow stomped on my trap? I don't know. Did it do it before? I don't know. So let's go over here now and look at this one. First of all, there's a sign of, what's all this? There's my trap. Look, cow crap, cow crap, cow crap, giant pile of cow crap, another pile of cow crap, right here, basically by my set. This trap is sprung. There's cow tracks all over the place. This looks like a cow. So cows definitely got into this one. They got into this one as well. I just don't know if it was before or after, and this is just a guess, before or after a raccoon got into and pulled that trap out like that or kicked it out of the way. Could a cow have done that? I guess it's possible. Nothing's impossible. I don't know how a cow would have kicked the trap out of the bed with their hoofs to make it look like that and not even spring the trap. Could have. Usually what happens though with a cow is they just step on the trap and they spring it, and it's usually the cows are the ones that the cows step in are just sitting in the bed still. I don't know. It's a mystery, probably will always be a mystery, but all this does is make me have to redo both of these sets, which is part of life, I guess. So I guess we'll get back at it. All right, here's the remake on these two sets. Dirt hole, using the scat that's here. There's scat all over the place in this corner. So just using the scat that's here, just threw some of the stuff around the back side of the dirt hole because I keep digging it out. And over here on this flat set, put my 3 punch holes in using this tuft of sage grass as my flat set, and put a punch hole there, and over there, and the trap's there in the middle, and we'll see what happens. And again, where we are is we're on this corner where this long fence line here is brushy, and there's this cut through right here in the fence where the barbed wire's down, where all the critters are coming through this corner. And here's the corner here, and then there's another big long line right here, and out here is just a big old open hayfield. But all the critters are right here. There's tons of coyote scat here. Caught coyotes here in the past. This is a good action spot. That's why I have 2 sets in here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, on this particular set right here, I've had the cows have got in it. It's been messed with basically every day that it's been sitting here. It's only been like 3 days, I think. And but every night somebody's messing with it. Even last night when the cows sprung it, I think that's what happened. There was still fresh scat here, so the coyotes came through here at some point, and basically left a pile of scat here. So what I did is I put a trap on this backside right there. So I have a trap right here and I have a trap right there, because the 2 nights prior, whenever this set has been messed with, it has been messed with from this backside. This pile of scat right here was actually right here 2 nights ago. So the cow came around, he didn't commit to the set, came around here and took a dump right here. And then that pile of scat was the first night when they came and they scratched from the side, which was right here. They didn't really try to even get into the dirt hole that much. They gave kind of a half-hearted effort, but they did scratch around the back and move the clods of grass or sod that I have there, kind of using it as a backing. They did try to do that. So considering that's been 2 times out of 3 they've come in from this back, I just went ahead and put a trap back here for shits and grins, and we'll see what happens. See if we can't catch this critter. So we got a couple of sets here. This is a set we caught the gray fox in the other day, and this trap's been dug out. Unbelievable. More dig outs this year than my last 5 years put together. But we got another set right over here along this 2-track, and this one was a flat set. And in this one we have nice coyote here. So we'll take care of him, and it's a big one too. We'll take care of this one and reset it and put both of these back in action. All right guys, here's the remake on this flat set. We just caught this coyote in. I'm just using this rock that was here. It's clearly got a bunch of disturbance here. I just used some of the debris, the grass and stuff to kind of stack on both sides of the rock, just to kind of give it some more natural kind of look. The trap's right here in the front, and where I am is I'm right on this 2-track. The 2-track separates right there, where there's where my truck is a 3-way intersection comes in together right there. This is all just like an old food plot over here. There's a creek right here with the 2-track keep going this way, and then the creek runs this way, and there's a field over there I don't have permission on, but there's this big fence line right here. You can see it's just thick through here. So the coyotes are just coming up and down this 2-track. There's all kinds of scat and trails and all kinds of stuff through here. I put a little bit of federales underneath the rock, and then I put some Caven's Canine Force on top of the rock, and that's it. Nothing skunky. I don't want them rolling. I just want them coming over here, looking around, trying to sniff around, trying to urinate on everything, doing whatever they're going to do. And anything that's coming down this trail is going to smell and see this disturbance. The whole place smells like a coyote right now, so it should be really good. Now, down here by the truck, this is where we caught a gray fox. And that was like the day before yesterday, I guess. Because yesterday we just put this stuff back in place after the monsoon came through. So this is like an RJ set, kind of a modified RJ set. And I've got a bone stuffed down in that hole down there at the bottom, just so they can have something to see. There's my trap right there, and then I've got debris and all the dirt around the edges, just kind of like a big RJ set would be. Caught a fox here the first night, and then the second night the monsoon came, and then this last night it was messed with. The trap was, everything was all dug all over the place, and the trap was pulled out. It wasn't flipped off, it was just kind of pulled out. So I don't know if that was this coyote, got a nail in there, pulled the trap out while he was digging all over Hell and Creation. I have no idea what really happened. If it was another coyote, hell, it could have been a coon for all I know. There's all kinds of coon sign down in here. Didn't look like a coon because the rest of everything else that was all dug out was not a coon. It was clearly a canine. Could I have doubled up here? 100%. Could it have been the same coyote? Could have been. Could have been a different one? Who knows? Yep, definitely could have been. So all I did is put the trap back in and dug the dirt hole out a little bit deeper as best I could. It's really hard and rocky here, so I can't make a true RJ set. Stuffed that old bone down in there, put some Predator Bait Plus and some Violator 7 down in the hole, and let it ride. And that's what we're gonna do. So hopefully we're gonna double up in this little spot. All right, as you guys know, I'm a big believer in just continuing to put in new sets, even if it's just 1 or 2 a day or whatever it is. So just put in a set right here. It's a flat set. I'm using this piece of sage grass as my backing. There's where my trap is. I got a punch hole right over there, punch hole right over there, punch hole up at the base. I've got some Coyote gland lure from Dunlap in one hole, some Bounty Hunter up there by the sage grass, and I got some Dunlap's mouse base lure, whatever it's called, mouse massacre or something like that, over there on that side. And I put some red fox urine on the backing. And where I am is, so this over here is a big field tall sage grass that the landowner's got cows on. He's got electric fence running here, but this is not even remotely stopping a coyote. They're just running up and down this 2-track. You can see here's the 2-track along the corner of the field. This is kind of a food plot. He's got winter wheat growing in here. That's why he's got the cows blocked off. So we got this edge, real thick, nice edge right here. We got a thick, nice edge of cedar trees, and you can see the land on the other side I do not have permission to trap on, but look at how thick that is in there. That is catty is what that is. That's brambles and cedars and brush, and there's coon trails running in and out of there. And you can see how thick the fence is, this edge, as it goes down through here. So it's a good spot. There's plenty of sign here. Right up there by the truck, I got another set on that main 2-track. This is like a side 2-track. But between the 2-track and this edge and the corners right here and the corner right here, I mean, everything's coming together right here. So this is a good spot. Another good spot where we can maybe double up on, since it's kind of breeding season now.